Welcome to South Africa, my friends. Today we're going to do a good old-fashioned South African Defense Force defense against the Impala enemy. Well, that's me again trying out my South African accent. To me, one of the most difficult accents out there. And guys, do we have a hell of a mission ahead of us today. And basically, we're going to be responsible for carrying out multiple probing attacks against certain MPLA positions. But we need to be very careful about how we approach this, and that's because they could be attacking from multiple locations. Despite this being an attack, you can look over here and the enemy is planning a counterattack. Thankfully, that's exactly where we plan to send our tanks. So I'm going to go ahead, guys. I love this positioning so far. I'm going to deploy these units. And even though we are going to be a bit aggressive here, I am going to hunt with that tank group. With this tank group, I'm just going to leave them right here for now. And with this group up here of rattles, I'm going to hunt. There we go. And these guys will leave right here for now. Let's get started, guys. And let's hope that the battle favors us. Well, without further ado, another battle here in South Africa, or actually Angola, although I just realized trenches right there could be enemies directly to our right side. Let's just take a look. See, now I want to pay attention with Gladstone. And with Havengi, Havengi actually has infantry in here, so if he comes into contact, he will immediately deploy his infantry. So I'm going to send Havengi over here too. I'm going to take Stratum and send them over here as well. I'm just, you know, there might not be anybody there. They might be abandoned trench lines. They kind of look like it, but I will, you know, better be safe than sorry. All right, guys, as always in these battles in Africa, we shall return when the action begins. I'd ask you to please like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy this kind of content, and consider joining me on Twitch at twitch.tv/AgrippaMaxentius. Alright guys, combat has begun. We do have enemy contacts over there. It looks like enemy APCs in the distance. And look at that, our men are immediately on top of that. Von Rensburg, the rest of these guys, he's just now turning to face the enemy. Unfortunately, they hit one of our rattles. We've got to start firing. Von Rensburg has got to be on top of this situation. Let's take a look here. Yeah, one rattle hit. Let's stop Motiante right there. Seek cover. And I want the tank to focus on the enemy APCs here. Just hunt Von Rensburg. I'm gonna make sure we don't have contact anywhere else. Oh, we do. I told you guys, they are gonna be attacking us from multiple locations. Luckily over here, we can't really, we don't really see them yet. Luckily or unluckily. Here we go. Getting some shots off. Let's make sure that Verna knows to take out these targets. I think one of them might have an RPG on hand. Oh, he just got hit again. Rensburg's doing a terrible job. I don't know why he's facing a back. Just weird. Well, Von Rensburg just... I have no idea what he was thinking. We still got Motiante here, which is able to provide some pretty nice return fire. But now we're going to have to take this group, especially Bussignard, another tank, and immediately attack. In fact, we'll assault in this direction. And hopefully Bussignard can repay some of those kills. It looks like Motiante managed to kill one of their APCs out there. But talk about a hectic battle, man. Constant fire from multiple armored personnel carriers. Good job. We just shut down some of the infantry over there on the right side. But right now, it's really our infantry that's putting up most of the fight here. We've got advancing MPLA forces right there as well, and not just tanks, but infantry. Look at that. Good shot by the men. That's actually a Cuban unit, guys. You could tell by the uniforms, and they had an RPG on them. So, really nice shot there. I think that might have been our tank. Let's back up and see. Motiante is also doing a great job just with the MG. You can see him engaging that other APC. Let's take a look over here. What's going on? Alright, Havengi. Let's make sure that Stratum is looking that way. There's no reason for him to have his back turned. Same with this guy here. Just have him turn that way. Although he is stuck. Havengi's actually stuck. We're going to take Gladstone, and I am going to assault in that direction. Let's take a look at our tanks over here. So you can see we've already destroyed an enemy APC in this area. But yeah, our guys are kind of stopped. So I'm going to grab them, or at least two of them, Pirov and Gvala. And we are going to hunt in that direction. Immediately start engaging the enemy. And let's take Villuin and Lakota. And we'll actually, I was going to say we'll send them over here, but let's assist. Let's assist these guys in defeating the enemy over here. Especially since it looks like a storm is on the way. And visibility is going to get really, really bad here. So let's follow these guys. Get them, boys. Look at that. Perfect fire against the infantry. Just so beautiful. Still plenty of targets. That APC on the left side could pose a threat as well. In fact, I'm going to take Vala, and I'm going to have him hunt in that direction. Not assault, hunt. Sorry about that. So much enemy contact that we're picking up, as you can see, as we get closer. I mean, they are, damn, dude. They are everywhere. How's Bussignard? Yep, enemy APC behind us. Kill it. Kill him, Bussignard. Nice shot. Nice shot. I'm not going to turn, though, because we've got worse threats ahead of us, and that's an instant kill. Really good shot there by the South African tank captain. So hopefully we can maximize damage on the enemy with this approaching unit. In fact, let's take a look at the map here. Oh, that's right. We've got these guys. And they're kind of just hanging out there. Yeah. So let's grab them. It's going to take a while to get over here, but we might as well go to their first spot, Zambezi, and we'll make sure it's a hunt formation. I love it, boys. I love it. We're getting some heavy fire on them, but for sure the cloud cover here has decreased visibility because I don't see them nearly as well as I did before. Kirov, keep going this way. Don't be afraid, you bastard. And with Guala, we want to go this way. Also, plenty of APCs ahead of us. Should be able to knock them out. There's one right there. But I just love this fire we're getting on the Angolan enemy. It's an excellent, excellent shot. Unfortunately, as you can see, a lot of our tanks, well, one of our tanks anyway here, being pretty poorly affected. Let's just hope that Gladstone, again, doesn't seem to be moving, old Gladstone. Come on, man. Assault. There you go. Light him up. So we set target priority. Sometimes doesn't make a difference in this game. Havengi is still stuck, man. He just got out of being stuck, too, which is just annoying. Come on, Gladstone. It's up to you, son. It's up to you. Oh, that damn trench. Good job, good job, good job. For South Africa. Shoot. Also got rid of his payload, his men right there. Get him, get him, get him. Why is he not... Damn it, dude. Here we go. Come on. Still have a chance. These are some of the parts of Graviteam tactics that fascinate me and frustrate me at the same time. I mean, at least we got some nice MG fire there, but yeah, he did not want to fire. All right, well, we'll at least move forward, hunt forward, and looks like the infantry, since they noticed that the armor is not doing a damn thing, they've decided to open fire, and at least our armor over here is doing a damn good job just routing all this infantry. Hopefully we can start taking some prisoners too. I must say the MPLA are some of the bravest fighters in the game. It's very rare for them to surrender. UNITA will surrender at the drop of a hat. Sometimes literally at the drop of a hat. A little explosion happens, one of their hats falls off, they all give up. Enemy is asking for a ceasefire. And no, sir, I'm not going to accept a ceasefire because they've got a bunch of APCs ahead, which absolutely need killing. Yep, they're already firing. We got to get our eyes on that damn APC. Stop, Guvala. Look ahead of you, man. How's Viluid and Lakota doing? Doing pretty good, but I'm going to have them go ahead and attack. Wipe out those APCs. We'll even grab Gladstone. He finally destroyed that enemy APC right there, by the way. And we're going to attack with Gladstone, too. So as you can see, we're approaching those enemy APCs and the group of infantry here from all directions. Exactly what the enemy did to us initially. And the goal is to just overwhelm them, destroy most of their armor if possible, because we don't want them harming our soldiers in the future. Aim ahead, aim ahead. Again, the tanks seem to be especially... It could be because we don't have our tanks near command staff, but the tanks have been especially frustrating during this battle in terms of trying to get them to do what we want. Alright, Pirov is over here doing great. Let's have Pirov also attack. Let's see how our boys are doing. Is Busignard still alive? Unbelievable, he is, guys. It looks like he also took out that APC across. This one was already destroyed. Look at that. Actually, just a bunch of trucks. No, he destroyed them too. Hey, denying supply to the enemy is always a good thing. And he destroyed that APC, and I think he's about to destroy this one right here. Come on, Busignard. Need you focus, mate. Okay, ATGMs as well, man. Bring them on, bring them on. Come on, boys. Come on. Yes! Nice shot, man. Let's see if it was a kill. If it's not, it's gotta be an immobilization. Yeah, he ain't moving. They're abandoning the vehicle, or maybe just closing it. Either way, nope, they are dead. They are dead, guys. Perfect hit. I'm glad we got that shot. Yeah, there's no way they're making it out of here. That's a Cuban APC crew. Could tell by the uniform. And even the complexion. Don't mess with South Africa, man. I believe we also have some helicopter cover. Oh, we've got some air support. We have got some air support. Maybe it's enemy air support, though. We'll see. It's blue. It might be enemy air support. All right, let's see how this tank advance is going. Again, I hate to have to move through all their infantry because they could potentially hit us with RPGs, you name it. But at least we are maximizing our kills here big time. And we know the enemy wants a ceasefire. We've already destroyed a couple more of those APCs. Oh! That is an airstrike. Yeah, definitely enemy. Has to be. What do you guys think? Definitely enemy airstrike against our tanks, man. That's a MiG. That is a MiG. Suddenly, I'm tempted to accept the ceasefire, but not with so many enemies still on the field. Gotta try to maximize damage. I'm surprised Havengi is still not moving. Let's have him assault this location too. Oh! They just killed our commander! Guala! Man, just a strafing run on the tank actually pierced the tank, and you could see in there 2 casualties. Actually managed to get a kill on our commander. That is crazy, man. Come on, fire. Lakota. Yeah, he is stopped. He is tracked. They have tracked our tank. We gotta make them pay dearly for it. Give him hell, boys. Give him hell. Nice. That's what I'm talking about. Unfortunately, they're firing because they got kicked out of the damn tank. Yeah, I didn't think that airstrike was very effective initially, but obviously, over time, that thing gain a tremendous amount of effectiveness. And still so many enemies in the area here, so many infantry. But with that plane, it certainly changes things, man. Certainly changes things. Holy hell, now he's going for attacks on our front line here. They're really pushing for that ceasefire, and you can tell they're pushing for that ceasefire by using that airstrike, seeing if we'll just buckle and let them get their wounded. And I think it's about time that I am pretty much ready to buckle. For the most part, that tank assault has kind of halted in its tracks. We do still have Pedov and Gladstone, but again, risking some additional tanks to get in there, yeah, well, it's a risk. Let's put it that way. It's a risk. And now he's going for Pedov. And actually, one person in Pedov's crew did get killed or wounded. In fact, I think red means killed. So still very effective. We're going to still try to get a few more bursts of fire on the enemy. Yeah, Gladstone. If you guys haven't noticed yet, not a single surrender by the MPLA. Not a single one, man. They are awesome. Holy shit, that thing is back again! There's more than one! Dude, we are just in a mess right now. Keep it up, keep it up. But again, every anti-personnel shot, every AP round we fire gets 2 or 3 kills potentially. So it's hard to stop yet. There we go. You see what I mean? You see what I mean? Look at that. 2 down. So we're going to call their bluff. They're going to completely annihilate our tanks for sure. As you can see, they've already killed quite a bit of the crew. But we're going to call their bluff and keep firing. Because we can kill a bunch of their infantry with our tanks here. We might as well keep trying. Let's take a look over there at these guys once again. Oh yeah, that's right. Moriarty. I think this guy... Motlante, excuse me. I think he deserves a medal, man. He's been here since the beginning of the fight. And let's take Bussignard. We're going to go for that APC. Having another rattle to help in this fight would be great, but that's why we have Havengi, and these South African troops have been wise enough to go ahead and deploy first. So even if the APC gets taken out, they can still, of course, provide some pretty awesome covering fire. You see all those little gray dots, those of you that are new to Graviteam Tactics, I mean, you can see we have done a number on the enemy. In fact, with that strafing run right there, trying to hit Gladstone, they without a doubt caused some casualties to their own men here. Those are 30mm rounds, if I'm not mistaken, firing down on location. And by the way, for those of you wondering, like, well, wait a minute, how can a 20 or 30mm round pierce a tank? When you're firing from above, remember, the top of the tank doesn't have the armor that the sides or the front do. There's another key point taken, by the way. And again, the enemy's still not surrendering. They're, like, right next to the tank, but they will not give up. I think we have, however, accomplished our main goal, which was destroying the APCs. I haven't seen any more APCs after that, so let's hope that that's all they've got to offer. And it looks like we may have run over that guy with a tank. Let's see what key point we took. Guando. Alright. Oh, right. That's with the advancing group here. It looks like as they were making it towards our location, they absolutely encountered some infantry. Another key point taken. Guys, this is what I like to see. Beautiful. Gladstone is arriving. Guala is arriving. It looks like the tank attack actually succeeded at the end overall, guys, which is pretty amazing. I still want to make sure that APC gets here with infantry so that we fully take this place, Havengi. But from my perspective, this is a victory, without a doubt. Look at all those burning enemy vehicles. Like, they are not fixable in the slightest. A lot of the times you'll get crews just abandoning a tank or an APC because they've taken a lot of shrapnel damage inside. But these vehicles have had their engines destroyed. The ammunition is completely busted. Yeah, there's just no way that they're going to be able to reacquire these vehicles. Even with a ceasefire, even taking them off the road, they're pretty much useless except for scrap metal. Although the same is true with about some of our tanks. Now, see, this one can be fixed. This one can absolutely be fixed. The internals might be damaged, but we just get an engineer unit here, and in 2 turns, boom, she's good to go. And it looks like we took out that APC as well. Another APC. Look at that. Yeah, things are looking pretty good for me. I don't usually say this, but I'm actually more than happy to accept a ceasefire during this fight. It's going pretty well. Like, what we could do now is still kind of hunt some stragglers, some enemy stragglers. And I'll do it for a bit, but for the most part, I think this battle is 100% ours. Although MPLA's counterattack failed as well. That's another huge bonus. That's right, keep them under fire, boys. Love the look of those rattles. I think actually it may be pronounced rattle. One of our South African subs actually mentioned it in the chat. And look at that, guys. 8 fuel. So even in terms of fuel, we're very, very low here. So I'm going to go ahead, accept that ceasefire. I think that's more than agreeable terms. Let's hope we come out on top. But overall, I'm pretty happy with that. And as you can see, our soldiers are already engaging the enemy there. Just a beautiful end to the battle. And we have held Chiumbo 2. We've stopped the enemy counterattack. And, of course, taken additional territory. It's got to be a win, and it is a victory. I'm so happy to see that. So, as you can see, 75 enemy killed, and that's a huge accomplishment. 15 enemy heavily wounded, and there's no enemy no missing on either side. Nobody surrendered. So, I must say, both sides really were quite brave. And I guess with the air support, why would they surrender, right? So, 33 killed on our side, 2 wounded, 75 on the enemy, man. I will take that any day. Looks like we've got a few bonuses here for our marksmen, so without a shadow of a doubt, one of our guys would have gotten a medal. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate you watching these videos. Again, if you want to help me out, you can always like, comment, subscribe, super chat if you really want to help, or just donate to agrippaMaxenius@gmail.com via PayPal. It does make a big difference. Take care, my friends, and a special thanks to the channel members. You guys are awesome.